Archangel Michael says, there is a silence in your spirit that you've carried since birth, a pause in your destiny that others never understood. The reason behind it is ancient, sacred, and hidden. A powerful bloodline flows through your veins, and it has been cloaked by layers of betrayal and manipulation. Long before you were born, there was a separation in your ancestral path. A decision was made by someone whose choices still ripple through your life today. This decision shattered a powerful connection and buried the truth of your lineage. You were meant to inherit not just blessings but divine responsibilities tied to the ancient ones. They were rulers, warriors, healers, and seers, people who moved in wisdom and mystery. But your identity was veiled to keep you from claiming what was rightfully yours. Those who envied your bloodline feared what you could become if you knew the truth. They worked in shadows, creating false narratives about who you were. They silenced voices that tried to awaken you, and dimmed lights that tried to guide you home. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There's a reason you've always felt like something was missing, like a part of you was left in a realm you couldn't touch. The legends connected to your bloodline weren't just stories, they were memories. You are a direct link to power that predates kings and kingdoms. There was a woman in your family's past, brave, wild, and full of prophecy. She made a choice to protect your line by separating you from the rest. That choice saved your life, but it also cost you generations of inheritance. Everything around you was shifted to keep you unaware of your true identity. People were positioned in your life to keep you distracted and disconnected. Every misfortune, delay, and detour was not coincidence, it was design. But what they could not stop was the calling written into your soul. It's awakening now. One by one, pieces of the puzzle are rising and unlocking themselves within you. Type Amen to get blessing 914. You are not ordinary. The signs have always followed you, the dreams, the instincts, the patterns that repeat. You walk in places and energy shifts because your spirit carries the echo of giants. The sacred circle you were separated from is still active. They've been watching you from afar, unable to interfere until now. The moment you broke a certain generational cycle, you reopened a gate. Someone tried to erase your bloodline from the map. They altered names, burned documents, and even removed photos that held truth. But spirit cannot be erased, and yours is ringing louder than ever. Archangel Michael says, what was once hidden will now be revealed. Those who buried the truth will be exposed, one by one. The ones who helped separate you will soon experience the return of every secret they buried. Type Amen to get blessing 208. There is an object that holds your family's true crest, and it's been locked away. A scroll, a mark, or an heirloom, something tangible with energy woven in its threads. It is closer than you think. Dreams will become more vivid. People from your past will suddenly reach out, not knowing why. Some of them will bring clues unintentionally, some will try to distract you from your path again. You will begin to feel a pull to unfamiliar places. These places aren't random, they are sacred sites that once held your ancestors' footprints. The earth remembers your name, even if people forgot. Someone close to you knows more than they admit. They've always sensed who you are and feared what would happen if you found out. They've pretended to protect you, but they've been protecting themselves from the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 711. The break in your bloodline wasn't meant to be permanent. It was supposed to be temporary, just until the threat passed. But fear made people forget to reconnect you to your roots. Now the season of remembrance has come. Your ancestors are speaking through symbols, numbers, and whispers in your intuition. The more you listen, the stronger your power becomes. Your gifts are not random, they are ancestral memories waking up. The way you feel emotions deeply, the way you know things before they happen, the way your presence changes atmospheres, it all connects. Someone tried to steal your legacy and wear your identity like it was theirs. They mimicked your energy, imitated your path, and confused your blessings for theirs. But the blood doesn't lie. Type Amen to get blessing 526. The separation caused pain but also protection. Had you remained connected during the time of attack, you could have been destroyed. Archangel Michael stepped in then and shielded your line from total extinction. The time of shielding is over, now comes the time of rising. Every wound you've carried is a gateway to your deeper purpose. Every loss is a signpost pointing back to your inheritance. There's a language buried in your DNA. You'll begin to speak it without learning, remember things you never studied, and feel drawn to names, lands, and stars. Don't ignore this, it is the map back to who you are. Many around you will not understand your awakening. Some will mock you. Others will envy the glow that starts radiating from your being. But the ones who recognize it, they are part of the scattered circle returning to you. Type Amen to get blessing 848. A reunion is happening in the spirit realm first. You are being remembered by those who once walked with you in royal purpose. They are sending signs, dreams, and divine interventions. There is an old agreement, a covenant, made over your bloodline generations ago. It was not broken, only paused. Now it is reactivating, and your name is echoing in divine halls again. You may feel restless, like something big is about to happen. That feeling is not anxiety, it's alignment. Your destiny is shifting dimensions and drawing heaven's attention. Be careful with who you share this journey with. Not everyone can handle the truth about you. Some people liked you better when you were unaware, small, and easy to control. Type Amen to get blessing 627. You will start seeing through the masks of people. Their real intentions will be revealed without effort. The gift of spiritual discernment is returning to you in full force. You were born into a world that wanted you to forget, but your spirit never did. Even as a child, you saw things others didn't. You felt things that had no words. That wasn't sensitivity, it was sacred knowledge surfacing. A memory of past roles, past missions, past realms. You are not just from this timeline, and that's why you never fit in. Everything is about to accelerate. Don't resist the pull. The more you embrace the truth, the more heaven opens for you. The legends are calling your name. Type Amen to get blessing 491. Archangel Michael says, the first sign will come through sound. A song, a whisper, or a sudden voice in a still room. Do not be afraid, this is the unlocking of sacred frequency within you. Someone in your current life has been pretending to be a guide, but they are a blocker. Their presence once felt protective, but now it's becoming limiting. You'll feel it in your spirit soon, trust that feeling. Watch your dreams closely now. Even the most bizarre images carry messages from ancient realms. Some dreams are not dreams at all, they are memories trying to return. Prepare yourself for waves of emotional release. You're not breaking down, you're breaking free. The truth will shake everything, but then it will rebuild it stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 135. You are the hope your ancestors held onto in their darkest nights. They knew one day, someone would awaken and rise with their name in spirit. That person is you. The time of being the different one in the family is ending. Soon, your uniqueness will be honored, not mocked. The very traits they misunderstood will become the gifts that bless generations. The blood in your veins has stood through wars, survived betrayals, and conquered storms. You are not weak, you are the result of every victory they never recorded. And now, your legacy begins. You will soon be led to something, a book, a symbol, a place, that will confirm everything. It will feel like a memory more than a discovery. That's when you'll know this message was your awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The final stretch is here. Your reconnection is unfolding fast. Stay grounded, stay alert, and stay obedient to the signs. Your story will be told in ways you cannot yet imagine. People will look to you for guidance, for clarity, for truth. Because your return was prophesied, even if forgotten. No more delays. No more shadows. The sacred fire in your spirit is now unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A crown in the spirit is hovering over you, waiting to descend. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but it is already shining in unseen places. Those who tried to take your place are already trembling because they sense your rising. The old gatekeepers who shut you out are losing their control. They cannot hold back your entrance anymore because heaven has overruled them. What once belonged to your ancestors is now returning to you with multiplied force. There is a warrior spirit rising within you now. The kind that doesn't shout but moves mountains silently. You are becoming a storm in peace, a weapon in stillness. Some old relationships will end suddenly. Do not grieve those losses. It's the spirits behind those connections being removed because they cannot go where you're going. Type Amen to get blessing 201. A prophecy was written about your return. It was hidden in dreams and in lines of forgotten language. But now the scroll is opening, and your name is clear. There will be moments of deep emotion, as your soul recognizes who you once were. It may come as tears, or laughter, or silence. Let it come, it is sacred release. You are going to feel like the world suddenly shifts around you. Things once blocked will open. Things once unclear will gain precision. Some people from your past will act strangely around you soon. That's because their spirits are recognizing who you are becoming, even if their minds don't understand it yet. Type Amen to get blessing 722. You are not just reclaiming your place, you are restoring a kingdom. The lineage you come from was scattered, but not broken. The power was hidden, but not stolen. Your name is known in the places where divine counsel meets. When your voice speaks truth now, heaven responds. You are no longer operating in silence, you are echoing the voices of generations before you. There is an ancient presence that will begin walking with you. It may appear in dreams or in your quiet moments. It is here to guide you as you return to your spiritual inheritance. Don't expect this path to be comfortable. It's not for the faint-hearted. But your bloodline didn't survive darkness just for comfort, they endured it to return through you. Type Amen to get blessing 383. The codes inside your soul are unlocking at rapid speed. You'll notice increased sensitivity to light, sound, and energy. That's not weakness, it's your gifts waking up. There will be sacred numbers that start to follow you. You'll look at a clock and see the same time. You'll hear a name or word repeatedly, those are not coincidences. A document is being released in the spirit concerning you. It carries divine approval for your restoration. Your enemies cannot access it, and they cannot undo what's been written. A divine encounter will happen very soon. It may seem like a normal meeting, but something will be said that triggers a memory deep within you. That moment will be a doorway. Type Amen to get blessing 609. Archangel Michael says, your presence will start affecting systems, structures, and spiritual walls. What others cannot shift, your arrival will. Because you're not arriving alone, you're carrying 1,000 spirits of your ancestors with you. You will begin to speak and people will stop and listen, not because of you, but because of who stands behind you. The energy they feel will not be of this world. It will be ancient, royal, divine. Someone who once betrayed your bloodline will try to return. They may not even know why, but their spirit will seek forgiveness. Be wise, but do not be bitter. Healing is part of your legacy too. You won't just carry power, you'll carry restoration. The wounds you once cried over will become fountains for others to drink from. Type Amen to get blessing 804. There's a place you've always dreamed of visiting. That place has more meaning than you ever knew. It may be where a gate to your past bloodline still breathes. Sacred geometry may begin to appear in your thoughts or art. These aren't random, they're codes you once knew and worked with in higher realms. Let them guide you. Someone is going to offer you something soon, a business, a house, a chance. It will seem too good to be true. That's because it's not luck, it's part of your bloodline's compensation returning. A woman from the past, forgotten by most, still watches over your family line. She will begin to show up in visions. Do not fear her, she was the one who broke the curse before you came. Type Amen to get blessing 117. The ringing in your ears is not medical, it's spiritual. It's the frequency of the divine trying to tune you into your real name. Your name in the spirit is not the one you were given at birth. There's a soul contract being rewritten in your favor. What was once delayed will now be expedited. What was stolen will now be multiplied. The light that was dimmed inside you is growing again. Soon, your skin will radiate a kind of glow, your aura will be undeniable. People will start treating you differently, they'll feel something sacred around you. The legends you were separated from are rejoicing now. Because what they carried, you now continue. You are their hope fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 512. When storms come now, you will not be shaken. You were forged from storms. You were born to walk through fire without burning. You will notice how animals respond to your energy, how nature recognizes your spirit. This is because you are reawakening the frequency of those who once spoke with the earth. Even time will start to bend around you. Delays will collapse, manifestations will speed up, and divine appointments will fall right into your lap. Because the spirit realm has recognized your return. You were once forgotten in the eyes of men, but never in the eyes of heaven. They've been waiting, watching, protecting. And now, they are celebrating your remembrance. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. No longer limited by lies, fear, or confusion. Every day forward is now guided by destiny, not delay. The last trial you went through wasn't to break you, it was the final test. And you passed it. Even in your silence, heaven took note of your endurance. Now doors will open without your knock. The world will begin to bend in ways you can't explain. Everything that was shut is unlocking with divine permission. You may feel alone at times, but you are surrounded. Every legend of your bloodline walks with you. Every step you take is a return to greatness. Type Amen to get blessing 366. This is not just a message, it's a divine alert. The shift has already begun. You are not at the beginning, you are at the reawakening. What you carry is too rare to be understood by everyone. Protect it. Guard your energy, your dreams, your plans. Soon, you will be called by a name you've never heard, but it will sound familiar. That's because your spirit remembers it. That name will unlock another level. And when you speak from this new place, the earth will respond. Watch how quickly things start aligning. Because now, the separation has ended. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. A divine remembrance is echoing through the atmosphere. The winds carry your true name, the one whispered in sacred places before you were born. Every hidden scroll, every buried prophecy is rising to the surface because your presence demands it. You are now walking in the season of spiritual activation. Everything that was dormant in your lineage has begun to bloom again through you. You are the root that was cut and is now regrowing in power, strength, and divine purpose. An ancient energy will soon come upon your hands. You'll find yourself creating things without instruction, healing without effort, and seeing visions with clarity. These aren't new gifts, they're old ones being returned. People will look at you and not recognize what you've become. That's because you're not just changing, you're becoming what you were always meant to be. The original version of your soul is resurfacing. Type Amen to get blessing 1101. There is a scroll unfolding in the spiritual realm with your entire bloodline history. Names you've never heard, places you've never visited, and events you've never studied are now being assigned to your memory. You are the holder of the full record now. Someone who tried to manipulate your family's destiny is growing restless. Their power is crumbling, and they feel the reversal coming. Because what they tried to stop is now unstoppable. You are waking up in the middle of a sacred storm. This is not destruction, it's realignment. All the misplaced pieces of your life are returning to their rightful place. A very old mirror will be placed before you, not physical, but spiritual. In that moment, you will see your full self. The warrior, the priest, the prophet, the royalty. Type Amen to get blessing 640. You are a keeper of ancient flame. The legends connected to your bloodline once held this flame in sacred circles, and now it burns within you. You are its final carrier. Someone will try to offer you a version of success that comes with compromise. But your spirit will recognize it as false. What's coming for you requires no compromise, only authenticity. You'll start receiving visions while awake, short flashes of past lives and sacred places. You may even hear conversations from long ago. Let them flow, they are not hallucinations, they are remembrances. The symbols will increase. Animals crossing your path, patterns in the sky, even numbers carved in random places. They're aligning your soul back to the path from which you were separated. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, the veil between you and the truth is paper thin now. One breath, one step, one moment, and the full picture will be yours. That moment is coming swiftly. They told you to silence your voice. They told you not to question, not to seek, not to dream. But those warnings came from fear, not wisdom. You are not only part of a legend, you are becoming one. Your life will be studied in future timelines. Your name will echo in places you haven't even seen yet. One day, you will stand on land your ancestors walked and feel the ground vibrate beneath your feet. That will be confirmation that your return is complete. It will be holy ground. Type Amen to get blessing 309. You were never ordinary, and you were never meant to live a silent life. The things you felt growing up, the out-of-place moments, the deep loneliness, were signs of your spiritual separation. But now, the bridge is being built again. Someone in your ancestral line cried out for justice. That cry was heard, and you are the answer. You are the justice they waited for. You may start to find your handwriting changing, or your accent shifting slightly. That's the influence of ancient energies returning to harmonize your voice. You're not becoming someone else, you're becoming all you've ever been. The more you accept your power, the more the false layers fall off. Masks that were placed on you by others will shatter. The real you, the legend-woven, divinely marked you, will emerge. Type Amen to get blessing 858. The last person in your bloodline who carried this power died with regret. They wished they had done more, said more, taught more. But they didn't fail, they prepared the way for you. There's a place in your home where energy concentrates. You may feel warmth or stillness there. That's where your ancestral guide visits the most. Leave something sacred there. People will soon ask how you know things you were never taught. Don't try to explain. Just know the divine is downloading everything you were once separated from. You'll soon recognize someone from a past life, not in looks, but in energy. The recognition will be instant, silent, and powerful. That person is part of your reconnection. Type Amen to get blessing 1009. You are not walking alone. There is a divine army around you. The separation was painful, but it preserved you for a time such as this. Now, every prayer spoken over your name is catching up. Every seed planted in pain is blooming in double harvest. This is not payback, it's prophecy. There will be a shift in your atmosphere. Even your scent may change slightly, carrying ancient oils in the spirit. It is how the divine marks those being restored. You will speak in rooms you were once denied entry to. Not because you begged, but because now, heaven has opened doors man cannot close. Type Amen to get blessing 212. This reconnection will happen so swiftly that others will call it a miracle. But you'll know it was destiny catching up. You'll feel at home in places you've never been. There is a land calling you, a place your soul remembers. You'll feel its pull in your dreams, and soon, you will be led there in divine timing. That land holds something that belongs to your legacy. You will begin to notice power in your hands. Healing, activation, or transmutation, it's already happening. What was once only in your dreams is now in your body. All curses are broken. All lies are undone. All veils are lifting. Type Amen to get blessing 633. This is the return. This is the remembrance. This is the resurrection of your divine bloodline. The voice of your ancestors is rising in your own throat. Every time you speak for them. Every step you take now honors their silent suffering. Archangel Michael says, nothing will stop this awakening. It is sealed by the divine. The separation ends today. You were born from legends. You walk with the authority of those who came before you. And now, you rise to become the legend others will remember. Type Amen to get blessing 888.